What is up, guys? Good old-fashioned Cola back here for some more Animal Crossing right now in Ohio. It is September 14th at 9:48 a.m. Let's get this stuff started. So first off, I just have to say the main talking point of this video is definitely going to be on my Steam Deck that I just got. It's probably the coolest thing I've ever bought, but it has set me back financially quite a bit. So much so that I can't even buy the new 2K. Because I'm hurting so bad for money. Can't buy 2K, can't buy an SD card for my Steam Deck to put emulators on. So I see all these people like, oh, I'm playing GameCube on my Steam Deck, and I guess I could probably put it on the SSD that's in it, but I'd rather just stick old games on an SD card. It's probably easier storage-wise. But the Steam Deck has like totally taken over my life in terms of like I'm either at work or doing schoolwork or I'm on my Steam Deck because like it's just so fucking cool. If you've got the money and like you have some hardware knowledge, definitely don't. I bought the most expensive one just because I didn't want to fuck around with like expanding the storage and everything, because I know you can like open it up and put a different drive in and stuff, and I was like, I'm too busy, I'll never do it, I'm not gonna fuck around, and what if I mess something up? Then I'm just like shit out of luck. If you know what you're doing, I think it's relatively easy, just from like what I've seen online, but I'm too lazy to care, so I just spent the little bit of extra money, and then you get like the etched glass and the anti-glare, but it is super cool. And I've been playing a lot of, I think 2K20 was the last game I bought on Steam, like 2K game. So I've been playing a lot of 2K20, and it's just like night and day compared to it on like Nintendo Switch. Like it's such like it's a full experience, I guess. I mean, I think that might have been the last one before they went like next gen. I think 2K21 was when it jumped to like the Series X and PS5. So I don't know, I've been having a lot of fun. And then I also have a bunch of other games I want to play on there, like I think it was the summer sale. They had Crash and Spyro, both those collections, and I didn't grow up with a PS1, so of course I didn't play any of those games, but when I saw those were on sale, they were like a bundle, and I was like, oh, can't beat that. And I saw they were Steam Deck verified, and I was like, oh yeah, I could definitely see me playing those on Steam Deck. But jumping into the next very, very big thing that I'm making this video for, the Cleveland Cavaliers acquired shooting guard Donovan Mitchell. When I heard that news, I damn near had a heart attack, because I've always loved Donovan Mitchell, and I think he pairs really well with the rest of our team. I'm not doing this today, Gulliver. The rest of the team around him is like totally defense focused. I mean, other than like Garland, but Mobley, Okoro, and Allen can totally cover for any defensive lapse Donovan might have. Jumping into something that I just did that is non-basketball related. I just beat Red Dead Redemption 2 about a week or two ago, and it might actually be my favorite game of all time. When it first came out, I played it for about an hour. I think I made it to chapter 2 and then kind of put it down and didn't go back to it for a while. And then just recently I've been on TikTok and I've seen a lot of people, like somehow Red Dead got onto my feed, and I was like, Red Dead 2 looks really fucking fun. I'm going to actually re-download it. And so I did, and I was like totally engrossed, and I hurried as quick as I could to beat it before school started back up again, because I was like, I need to know what happens in the main story. So I didn't take the time that I should have to really do the side missions and stuff. So I would like to do another playthrough someday, and really coffee burp, stop and smell the roses as Arthur Morgan, because I didn't get to appreciate it like I should have. because I knew once school started it would be like game over. Like I wouldn't have the time to really sink myself into it. But just like I probably put 40 hours into the game, maybe 50. The 40 or 50 hours I spent playing that game, it totally eclipsed the first one in my mind. And it's probably ruined open world games for me. Like, I'm going to expect them to all be as good as Red Dead 2 now. It was like the Ghost of Tsushima effect. Like, after I played Tsushima, I went and I tried to play something else. It was another open world game that came out around the same time, and I was like, this game fucking sucks. And I put it down, and I never went back. And it just sucks that can happen, but, I mean, I'm just glad that we can have games that are as good as Red Dead and Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, after I beat Red Dead 2, I tried to go back and play Red Dead 1, and it was like night and day, and I ended up dropping Red Dead 1. So, hopefully, open world games can step up their game. I mean, I can see Red Dead 1 not being as good as 2, considering it came out like 11 years ago now, which makes me feel really fucking old. But what else do we got for video games? The Nintendo Direct was yesterday, and so was the Sony State of Play. And first off, the Sony State of Play may have been the worst fucking video conference thing I've ever watched in my entire life. Nobody cares about any of those games, other than God of War and maybe Tekken. I'm not a fighting game guy. I mean, other than like Smash. But I understand the cultural relevancy of Tekken, one of the biggest fighting franchises. But every time I watch a Sony State of Play, I'm always like, oh, maybe they'll announce something cool. And they never announce anything cool. Nothing ever appeals to me, and I always watch it, and I am always disappointed. The Nintendo Direct was kind of good. I'm excited for Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game. Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe honestly kind of looks like a downgraded version of the Wii game, in my opinion, art style wise. I know everybody's always bitching about Nintendo changing the art style of like remakes and remasters and stuff, but it just looks, it's stylized. You can tell it's like they went for a certain art style, and it just doesn't connect with me, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody else complain about it yet, but I'm sure I will. And then they're remaking my favorite Harvest Moon game, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I'll see with the Steam Deck. I can just play the old games like on my on the go with the Steam Deck. I can, once I can afford to buy an SD card, which are not expensive. That tells you how little money I have. I can just stick the emulators on there, download some ROMs, and boom, I'm playing the old games on the go. I don't gotta buy a remaster for $50. Probably, I mean, if it's a Nintendo first party, it's gonna be $60. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Not really sure what just happened there. Something about the pipe? I hope it flashed up on the screen, or else I'm going to sound crazy. It said something about a pipe overflowing, going too fast. J.R. Smith, you trying to get the pipe? Future Gabe, please put that down on the screen right now. I need to timestamp this so I know when to... Where's the time? About 9 minutes. I can't even write it down. I'll fucking remember. An absolute legend in Cleveland Cavaliers history, J.R. Smith, everybody. Oh fuck, what was I even talking about? Well, regardless, Pikmin 4 got announced fucking finally, and it looks beautiful just from like the in-engine footage that was shown off. No gameplay yet, and Miyamoto said something kind of cryptic about like the Switch makes it easier to control the tiny Pikmin. So like, I'm like, please Miyamoto, please don't give us some gimmicky controls. Just give us what we want. Just give us basic controls, Pikmin 4, please. But Miyamoto's always trying different stuff, and sometimes it really, really works, and sometimes it really, really fucking doesn't. Like Star Fox Zero. I'm in the camp that, I mean, it would have just been like Star Fox 64 HD, but people would have liked it way more than what they said online when it first came out. Let me see here. To wrap up the video here, I've been to a few shows, and I just want to rattle off some of the favorites that I've seen this summer. Just recently I went and saw the Trinity of Terror tour, which was We Came as Romans opening up for Motionless in White, Black Veil Brides, and Ice Nine Kills, which was surprisingly one of the better shows that I've been to this year. Not that I don't like most of those bands. Was never a fan of Black Veil Brides, but they were actually okay. Like, they're kind of like... Me and my friend went, and he described them as five-finger death punch for emo kids, and then I was like, it's five-finger death punch without the MAGA flags. But Motionless in White were fantastic, and that was like the primary reason I was going. They're one of my favorite bands ever. And then Ice Nine Kills were really good too. I never listen to them too often. It usually hits about like September, October, and I'm like, oh yeah, the Silver Scream, and then I throw it on, and then it hits November 1st, and I'm like, bye Ice Nine Kills, I don't want to play with you anymore. Props to anybody that gets the Toy Story reference. Maybe I'll flash a quick mock-up I can throw together on the screen. I got too much homework to be making meme images with crudely edited software. But I also saw Kendrick, which was fantastic. Totally worth the money that I paid. It was a little expensive, but it was a lot of fun. And then I saw Beartooth twice. Once they opened up for A Day to Remember, and Ghost Inside and Bad Omens were also there. I didn't get to see Bad Omens. I showed up a little late, getting out of work. But the Ghost Inside were fucking fantastic, and I am so glad I got to see them at least once. They don't tour that often, given what happened with their bus crash a couple of years ago and stuff. But then I also saw Beartooth at their hometown show in Pittsburgh, which was pretty freaking cool as well. And there I saw Era, The Devil Wears Prada, and Silverstein, which I saw all those bands for the first time. And all of them were fantastic too. What else do I have? Oh, one final note. Kid Cudi has his Moonman's Landing Festival this weekend in Cleveland, and I will be there for sure, because I fucking love Kid Cudi, and I will go to anything he puts on here. Just really awesome that we've got somebody like him from Cleveland that will put on something so cool. So I'm hyped to see him. I'm hyped to see Pusha T. Who else is going to be there? Playboy Carti, Don Toliver. Who else was there? Bone Thugs is going to be there. I wanted to see Mike Dean, but then I guess him and Cudi had some kind of falling out. Cudi and Kanye, that whole situation, and everybody that's connected with them, it's fucking messy. And I hope that they can kind of fix their relationship, because nobody makes greater music together than those two. But anyways, I'm Good Old Fashioned Cola. I'm going to wrap stuff up here because I got some homework I got to work on. And apparently now I have to throw a bunch of created meme images into this video, which was not my intent. But I will see you guys here next time.